And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Anytime you're talking about fundamentals in a market and direction, fundamentals take a little bit of time to play out.
We got crude oil today, kind of trading yesterday's value area really nicely, low to high.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon, friends and traders. Welcome to the Market Recap. I am Dan Hodgman. It is Thursday, October 28th. The month of October is coming to a close. We're on the tail end of 2021. We'll see what 2022 has to bring. Today, there was some good opportunity. Crude oil opens up this morning below settlement price, works its way to settles, breaks down a little bit, but makes a higher low, continues trend higher, working its way back towards some of those highs. You've got equities really on a tear, taking off to the upside. Kind of liked where we had the S&P this morning. It opened up right at yesterday's regular trading hour low. Yesterday's low in general opens up right there and gives us a chance. We get to look at this. We can either expect rotation back inside or we look for the big pop. Well, we got the big pop. We had that breakout. So many people love to look for those breakouts. You got the breakout in the S&Ps off the open. Nasdaq, beautiful trend to the upside. Really today with the Nasdaq, it was looking for those weaknesses and buying in on weakness. That market has been extremely strong here as of late. Gold, Chop City there, really tough trade. Basically rotates inside, has big volatile swings up and down. Spends most of its day just barely above settlement price. We're coming here end of the day, $1 off of settles. Euro though. Euro got the move. Euro was the big directional mover here today. Opened up on overnight lows, took off through settlement price, took off through last week's swing high, and really just continued on all the way to the upside. That market, we're seeing that one up about 0.5% right now. So big mover there. And then lastly, the 10-year note. Actually, the 10-year note was great trade today. Worked itself nicely through yesterday's value areas, high to low, low to high. So some good opportunity there. I think the big thing here, though, today is Facebook's changing their name to Meta. I don't even know what to think. I'm going to still call it Facebook. I don't think it'll ever be Meta for me, but hey, it is what it is. That one's kind of interesting. Earnings are coming in right now on Amazon. Let's see if I can find those really quickly. Loading, refresh, loading. Here we go. Amazon. Whoa, misses on earnings per share, misses on revenue. Those are just the two I have here. Are we seeing markets moving? Yep, Nasdaq's getting a little pullback right now. So is S&Ps. Let's go ahead and look at these charts really quick. We'll keep our eyes on that Amazon earnings number there. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We're going to start with our crude oil. Like we mentioned, crude oil makes a nice move to the upside today. So you have settlement right here at 82.66, which happens to be yesterday's point of control. So this is what we like. We're watching this market rotate back inside. Market opens up. We can start to look if we're looking to trade right off the open. If we're looking to trade right off the open, we can look for the long and see if we can rotate towards value of yesterday. Remember, we have value low down here at 50 and point of control as well as settlement right here at 66. So we have good opportunity. Let's say we miss the move up. Now, yesterday on Coach's Playbook, I kind of talked about how you can scale into losers, right? So if we're looking for the short, we want to say, hey, I'm looking to see this market trade lower today. I'm looking to see this thing stay inside. You can, instead of taking the long here, you can get the short as we start to approach value. So let's say you take the short here at value. You're short here at 50. As the market starts working against you, we say a lot of times, hey, let's not add, you don't add to losers. But again, these are ranges. We have a 15-cent little range here. I'm okay adding into my trade as the market gets a little bit closer towards point of control, towards settlement price. I don't want to miss the trade if we break down from here, but I also know I've got some room to take a little bit of heat, add onto my position here to see if I can get this rotation back to the downside. Market rotates back to the downside, and this is what we get to start to recognize. This is the key symbol of, hey, we are trending higher. Look for this market to go make new highs. Market rotates lower, fails to get near our overnight lows, maintaining nice trend to the upside. Once we start to recognize this, look for an opportunity as we trade back inside value, and that's what we got here to end the day. Next, let's go ahead and look at the S&P 500. That is selling down pretty hard right now. Market opened up this morning. We're well above settlement price in this one. Settlement price in the S&P 500 is 45.44 half. 45.44 half. Way down here. Market opens up way away from it. So, what are we looking for? If the market opens up, are we looking for rotation back to the inside, or are we looking for a rip back to the upside? Well, I like this idea of we are testing. We are trying to get inside of value. Once this market opens up, it trades really nicely inside of value. This is where you want to start to look for those weakness right off the open to see if you can catch along, see if you can rotate towards high side of value. Market's going to work from low to high here in value. Moves through there completely. Now, if we've missed this move, I think you had some chances as this market pulled back. Where do we see a little pullback here at 9 o'clock? Came right down to yesterday's point of control. But let's say you miss this. You missed the whole move up. Now we have to start looking for weakness to get in on directional move. Are we accepting outside? To me, we have accepted outside of yesterday's value now that we've seen market hold up above value multiple times. We come back down, we give the test inside value, rejects it pretty quickly, and market rotates back higher. Next, let's go ahead and look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, here's what I like this morning. So I'm looking at the last couple days. We swing high, market rolls back over. We swing high, we roll back over. This morning, we caught the open. We're opening up right on value high yesterday. We're opening up right on our moving average. Remember, this is the 20 period, EMA and SMA, two of the ones that I like to watch extremely closely. I'm loving this right off the open. I'm looking to be long to see if I can rotate this market back towards the high side of my channel. And we can, when I say channel, this is kind of how I like to look at markets. Just simple visualizations of it. I'm looking for chances as the market comes near the low side. I'm looking for buys. As we come near the high side, I'm looking for shorts. And that's really how I define channels, even in trending markets. So today, as the market kind of comes up, I'm looking up here. I take my long down below because I like where I'm at. And I'm looking for this market to rotate higher. Once we get up here, now you saw the market start to reject. Now we're trying to test outside of it with Amazon missing on their earnings. It may struggle. We may see this market start to dump off in the overnight. So let's keep an eye on things here. Let's be patient this evening. Next, let's look at the gold. Gold's a tough trade today. There's not a whole lot to say about it. Very choppy. Opens up this morning. We rip higher, we rip lower. But all I can say here is I'm looking as the market off the open here kind of comes down and checks. Value high from yesterday. But then you see this here, right around 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. This market in a half hour rips below, down to low side of value from yesterday, right back outside of it. It's a difficult trade. This is an extremely difficult trade here today, plain and simple. I'm going to leave it at that. Next, let's look at the euro, which was a nice rip to the upside. Needed it here in this market. We've got settlement price on this market at 116.19 half, 116.19 half. So this market testing in the overnight session, continually tested settlement price, rejected by settles multiple times. Market opens up, huge rip to the upside. Once we move through settlement price, once we started to recognize, hey, this market's really getting directional here. I'm looking for an opportunity as we trade outside of yesterday's value. Once we traded outside of that, I'm starting to look, okay, where's my chance to take this long? And it's just strictly waiting for those pullbacks, paying attention to how this market's moving, watching order flow and that price action, and looking for your chance to go ahead, take the long to try and take advantage of the move. Other than that, there was no trade unless you were long from the bottoms down here. All right, and lastly, 10-year note, which set up really nicely here today. I like 10-year note. Opened up this morning right at value high from yesterday, broke down inside, rotates lower to yesterday's value area low. How about that? Oh, and it starts to rotate back higher. So multiple opportunities based off of strictly using yesterday's value. That's what I look at in this market. That to me is where the opportunity was today. Looking for opportunity within value in the in the 10-year note. So that's what we got going on there. We have something I want to kind of talk about a little bit. I know everyone loves this idea of Bitcoin, right? It's an exciting product. It's so fun. It's that young, exciting, fast-paced, something kind of every trader now that's trading has kind of watched this whole new world of crypto kind of become something. Well, today, prime example, within about a minute to two, I think it was 2 minutes, within 2 minutes, Bitcoin this morning or this afternoon broke from approximately $61,000 down to $58,000. That is $3,000 in the coin within 1 or 2 minutes. We're going to call it 2 minutes, right? That's within 2 minutes. And then it recovered all of that within a few minutes after that. So I'm looking at it right now. We hit our low at 1:39 p.m. Central Time today, and we had recovered almost all of our losses 12 minutes later at 1:51 p.m. Central Time. So it is a volatile product, so you got to still be cautious. So if it's something that you're trading in, you got to be prepared for these things. You know, when you see huge gaps, a lot of orders are getting missed. People are getting hit on slippage. It's tough, very tough to be in that. So just be cautious if you're active in it. Right now, Bitcoin trading $61,995 a coin. Airbnb, $171.70. So we're in the money there. So we're making money on both of our buys from the beginning of the year. Bitcoin a little stronger than our GameStop, our Airbnb. GameStop, though, nice move to the upside today, up just under 5.5% at $182.85. AMC continues to just push a little lower, $35.23. Tesla, though, boy, oh boy, is Tesla fun. $1,077.04 there. Robinhood struggling with bigger expectations of the crypto side of things for their business not happening. Robinhood at $35.47. And lastly, we got the VIX down at 1626. No surprise there. We should start to see a little bit of a pop coming here now with Amazon's question. So let's go ahead and actually see if we can pull up the Amazon stock. Let's take a quick glance. Here we go. All right, so down about $150 since earnings released. So down $150 since earnings released. Just got to be cautious if you're trading it, looking for some opportunity. Let's pay attention to that Nasdaq. Let's pay attention to these equities here tonight. If you're trading them, be really cautious. And then tomorrow morning, we still may see some trickle-over effects from Amazon, being that Amazon is one of the largest companies, is the largest company in the world. It's ginormous, so it's going to have a huge effect on things. To me, really, the major news here today, Nasdaq's making all-time highs. Facebook changing their name to Meta. They're calling it a metaverse. I don't quite know. I'm sure there's something behind it. That's what we got there. All right, and lastly, on this date in history, we'll get that gone out of here. Oh, I want to say hello to everyone. PK, good to see you. David, good to see you. Earnings 6.2 versus yep. According to analysts surveyed by, all right, 110.81 billion versus, okay, we missed by about 1 billion. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And Jordan, good to see you as well. Let's go ahead and touch on this date in history. We'll get that gone out of here. First off, 1965. Those of you down in St. Louis, the Gateway Arch was completed in 1965. And then one more. 1886, Statue of Liberty was dedicated to the people of the United States. Charles, good to see you. Dan, what are the news on equities for tomorrow? Did Amazon tank? Yes. Charles, good to see you. Amazon down $150 a share right now, probably continuing lower. This is just after-hour stuff. Missed on both earnings per share and revenue. I forgot to mention, too, guys, let's touch on our calendar tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, personal income and outlays at 7:30 a.m. Central Time, Chicago PMI at 8:45, and consumer sentiment at 9 a.m. Central Time. And then lastly, it is the earnings week, so tomorrow for earnings, it's Friday, so tends not to be too crazy, but you got Berkshire Hathaway coming in, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and those are going to be some of the big names coming in tomorrow. So that's what I got for us, everybody. I hope you all had a spectacular day and have a great weekend. I won't see you guys until Monday, but John will be back tomorrow morning, 7:45 a.m. Central Time with the market forecast. Everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands, trade smart, and trade well. Look forward to seeing you in the markets. Take care, everybody.